Hello and welcome to this short lecture video that talks about how we are going to, or how I will teach AIS online. So before we start this, I just want to make sure everybody stays healthy, wash your hands frequently, eat right, get a lot of sleep, okay? So this document I'm going to post up on Canvas with an announcement, okay, talking about how we will teach AIS online. And of course, you know, per the emails from the president, from the provost, that UMW is moving all classes online starting next week, the 16th, through April 3rd, which implies to me that we are looking at resuming face-to-face classes on April 6th. We'll have to see. Don't know for sure, but that's what it seems to be what we're aiming for now. Okay, so this document, I'm going to go over this document and then talk about some other important things, okay? So again, I'll post this document up on Canvas. So the purpose is to outline the procedures for teaching AIS online, okay, per COVID-19. The primary teaching method will be some lecture videos that I've already posted, and then this lecture video, this does kind of explain some other things too. And also some Excel-based cases and exercises, which some of them are already posted on Canvas, and then a few I still need to post on Canvas, okay? The lecture videos will show live screen captures of me, the instructor, showing you how to use various Excel functions and solve accounting problems. The exercises and the cases will allow you to practice these techniques and also demonstrate your mastery of important concepts. And here I say I just can't overemphasize the importance of watching these videos and working on the cases in a timely manner, not waiting until the last second to do all these, okay? Now, in terms of class times, we normally have class times from 12:30 to 1:45 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Obviously, we're not going to be meeting face-to-face at least through April 3rd. So what we're going to do instead is I will be available starting at 12:30 on Tuesday and Thursday for a Canvas conference meeting at our regularly scheduled course time. I'll use the conferences section of the Canvas menu for these online course meetings. These will be live synchronous online meetings using the conferences feature in Canvas. These will be recorded. This meeting gives me a chance to reiterate important course announcements and allows you to ask any questions about any of the lecture material and or the cases, okay? Attendance at these calls is encouraged. I will start the conference at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If no one shows up, I'll end the conference after 15 minutes, okay? During these conferences, though, I'm not going to be doing any teaching per se. The demonstrations of important Excel functions and then also some review of the cases on the requirements for some of these cases will be done via lecture video, okay? I can bring it up again during conferences, but the conferences are just times for you to ask questions and for me to address those questions and also for me to discuss any important course announcements, okay? So during office hours, I normally have office hours, and again, I tweaked it after spring break, Monday 5 to 6, Tuesday, Thursday 2:15 to 3:30, and Wednesday 12:30 to 3. Obviously, I will not be in the office face-to-face. However, during office hours, I will be available via text, phone, or email during those times, and here's my cell phone number, 571-251-1075. Don't be afraid to text me or call me or email me, okay, during those times. And you can do it any time, but I will certainly be more responsive during those times, okay? In terms of your exam, so you are scheduled to have a final exam on final exam day. As of now, we are planning on having those final exams face-to-face in class on your final exam day. If that changes, I'm just thinking ahead here, if we extend the online policy through final exams, then your final exam will be online. In terms of announcements, I'll use this section of Canvas just as I have already in the semester for communicating any important course updates. In terms of grades, I've handed back your grade for that first control case, and I hand it back to you. And what I'll do is I'll post your grades up on Canvas, and I'll probably also email you individually your feedback on the cases. Okay, so remember the cases that I'm going to discuss, and you will have several cases due over this this online time, will be done in your groups of 2. And you already know who your groups of 2 are. This is how you should be doing these cases. There's no more homework assignments per se from the book. We're done with the book for now. We may come back to it after you know, the online session is over through April 3rd, and maybe look at some Microsoft Access stuff, or maybe we'll just continue with some Excel stuff. I'm just kind of waiting to see how everything goes with that. Okay, but for now we're done with the book. And so what we'll be looking at for this time during the online is watching some lecture videos and also you working on cases. Okay. So what I also want to go over is the preliminary course schedule through April 3rd. Okay, so I have week, topic, lecture videos, and student tasks and assignments due. So right over here from 3/9 to 3/13, which is 3/13, Friday the 13th is today. That's Chapter 7 in Excel, which we already worked on Tuesday, and then Thursday we were supposed to have class, but it's canceled. And what I would have done Thursday anyways is given you time to work on that problem at the end of the Chapter 7 PowerPoint presentation, which I believe was the Wine Depot, and that homework is due to me on 3/17 at 5 p.m. via email, just like I talked about before. Okay. In terms of next week, we'll be addressing some cost, volume, profit analysis, and break even in Excel. And keep in mind that this is something that we went over right before spring break, which is your second group Excel-based case. That's due to me on 3/21 at 5 p.m. So if we come back over here, this is your second Excel case. I'll go back up in Canvas, and it's right here. And we did go over that, and I'll bring it up pretty quickly. Basically, it's just you going over submitting these homework assignments, which is, they're problems at the back of each chapter in your textbook in Excel. And so these are due to me in one zip file by 3/21 at 5 p.m. Okay? So we've already talked about that one. So let's come back over here. And also for the next week, you should be watching this. We've already done some regression in Excel, but I do have a lecture video. We've already done some high-low in Excel. I do have another lecture video, and then I have this one which covers break-even analysis in Excel, and then you should also be working on your third Excel case, which if we look down here, your third Excel case is due to me on 3/27 at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so let's kind of take a quick look at your third Excel case. It's located right down here. By the way, these are your files for the pivot table, which is associated with this pivot table lecture video. And then here's where we get into mixed costs and break even. This is some mixed costs and break even stuff, and that's associated with this lecture video right over here. Okay, and then here's some additional stuff on cost, volume, profit analysis. If I scroll down, some additional stuff on cost, volume, profit analysis right down here. You may also want to look at this PowerPoint presentation, and then this example, and then this example, which is also addressed some in this lecture video too. Okay, so let me go back up and take a look at your third Excel case, okay, which is going to be due to me on 3/27, right there as I discussed. So your third Excel case, let me come down here, sorry. Right here, CVP analysis. It's right over here. This is it. Encourage you to, let me kind of just bring it up right over here really quickly. And so this one is asking you to do some break-even stuff and some cost, volume, profit analysis. And I'm not going to read over the entire case here. Instead, I'd like you to kind of read over it and then also read over the requirements. And then if you have any questions on that, but I did want to show you where it is in Canvas. If you have any questions, this is the requirements for the case. If you have any questions after reading that, that'd be the time to ask me during the conferences session in Canvas, okay? So I'm going to ask you to read over this and then read over the requirements and ask me if you have any questions on that in during our conferences in Canvas, okay? So the other thing that you should do for the next week is 323 to 327, which is not next week, it's the week after that. Look over your pivot tables and also work on your third group Excel-based case. So again, kind of reiterating what we should be doing next week, looking at watching the break even, maybe watching these videos, and working on your second Excel case, because remember that's due 321. The week after is when you should be watching this pivot tables PowerPoint presentation, and then watching this overview of your fourth group Excel case, and this covers that. During this week, I would encourage you to watch this on pivot tables and also work on your third group-based Excel case, which is this one. Okay, so that would be that week. I would also encourage you to look over your fourth group Excel-based case, and this PowerPoint presentation reviews on this lecture video shows you the details behind that. And I have not posted the files for this case yet, but I will in the next few minutes. And then you should also watch this refresher video from cost accounting covering variable versus absorption costing. And here is that. And I will also post the files that are associated with this lecture video here in a few minutes. Okay. So again, looking at what you should be doing during that next week is reviewing the video on pivot tables and also your video here, and then working on your third group case, which again is this one. Okay, and that is due to me via email on 3/27 at 5 p.m. The week after that, which is the 30th through April 3rd, I have designated time for you to work on your fourth group-based case project, okay, which is shown and reviewed in this lecture video. And again, I will post the files for that very soon. Also associated with your fourth one is this one, and you can see your fourth group-based Excel case is due to me at 4/6 at 5 p.m. via email. What I've done here is shown you the preliminary schedule through April 3rd. If we are extended online past that, I'll post some more files and some more cases and stuff like that. Okay, we'll tackle that as we get to there. Okay, so right now we're planning on ending the online on the 3rd of April. This part of the document tells you how to use the conferences feature in Canvas. Here are 2 lecture videos that discuss that. Okay, and then finally I will post a link to this lecture video that I'm going over right here, and I will post this file up to Canvas. Okay, so you can see that the way I've kind of structured it is this is a little bit more independent learning associated with some lecture videos. And so you're going to be watching those lecture videos on your own, and then coming to the conferences during our normal class times and asking questions. And again, attendance at those conferences is encouraged. I won't be taking attendance, just like I would not do so in class, but I would encourage you to go to those and ask questions, okay? I think that concludes this lecture video, and so I'm going to go ahead and end it now. And as I said earlier, I just want to discuss one more thing. This is your fourth Excel case right over here, and also associated with that is with your fourth Excel case is you have to remember absorption versus variable costing, and that's reflected in this lecture video. I will post the files associated with this and with this within probably 1 p.m. on the 13th of March. Okay, so it'll be up there pretty soon. And then looking at your deadlines again, your second group-based case is due to me on 3/21. Your third one is due to me on 3/27. Your fourth one is due to me on 4/6, okay? And I will be posting your grades up on Canvas and also sending you your feedback via email. I know that some of you may be off campus because of COVID-19, and you may not be able to work face-to-face. However, you should be able to work remotely together via email and phone calls and all those other great technologies that we have to encourage online collaboration. If you have any questions or issues, please feel free to email me at dhender3@umw or contact me on my cell phone, 251-1075. Thank you. Be safe, be healthy, and I'll hopefully see you in early April. Take care.